So hello, Roll Morning here, welcome to my live Hoshikuni episode 6, Land Rosters, and man, this anime is so good, it's so beautiful, and it's kind of really sad, right? So last week was very sad. I mean, I was... I had very strong problems with the whole... The ocean scene, right? The fossils lying there. She's like, I just wanna die, Cinnabon save me. Yeah, that was horrible. But I think this week it's gonna be more positive because Foss leveled up, right? Getting those, getting the I don't know, shell legs, whatever. So that probably makes her stronger, and she must have been fight and so on. So I think this week's gonna be more positive. This week's Foss having some kind of advancement in that, and it's gonna be a lot of fighting because this episode's called like fight or battle or something like that. So anyway, let's start watching it. 3, 2, 1, and go. I think even this opening, right, it's a good opening. Well, it's interesting because this is not an opening I think you can listen to very much. Mainly because it's sad, but also because it's not really like a good song in that sense. But what it really reminds me of is Nier Automata. And you can see I played it, whole Nier Automata very hard, to kind of ruin the experience. But I played the whole game when it was released, and I bought it from Hong Kong, and I bought it like the first day and so on. And that game has a very like depressing, sad ambivalence in both songs and atmosphere. It's very sad, kind of like sad. Yeah, it's kind of like the land of sadness, right? And I think this intro, which reminds me a lot of Nier Automata, maybe because I can't evaluate it with the CGI, but I think it kind of does that. And yeah, and they'll even have those voxel city scenes, the cardboard scenes in this anime as well too. But thinking about it before I was watching it today, I think that's something, at least I think it's very similar. Isn't it? Leave a comment if you agree. But I think so, because it's like Nier Automata has a very... Okay, this is like... The world's alive, but not really. Then it's very... Yeah, like the world is sad in a way, right? It's depression in this kind of weird, sensual way. And you see this here too. This opening is very much like that. Yeah, first battle. This was gonna fight for first battle, right? So this might be very much positive then. Finally, yeah, she's fast now. She's fast, she's a speed. Yeah, that's the most beautiful. The ocean sun scene there. Yeah, it's that. This is a flashback though. I mean, sorry, a recap. That was great. So I hope it's been positive. Yeah, here they're fighting the Lunarians. This is a new gem, right? Yellow one. Amber? No, she's more yellow. She's much more like yellow. Yeah. Her hair is... Can you just call her yellow? That's what I mean. Yellow diamond, maybe? Thinking of Stevie Universe when I hear that. But yeah. Okay, and here's Zircon. Kinda took the hit there. She was not hard enough. She was not hard enough. Did they have a yellow diamond though? But it's not her, okay. See, I'm thinking Steve Universe to hear Yellow Diamond. I actually used to watch like 1,000. I've watched all the episodes yesterday, so. Can her head speak? Okay, so Circon is also very young, but... Yeah, I was thinking like, why even come for me? Yeah, why would like... Because it's in Circon, I mean... I don't know the hardness thing. But she's probably like hardness 3 or 4, right? And she's like 7. Okay, some more name drops here. Ruby, Sapphire, Pink Topaz. Okay, so Yellow Diamond is the oldest one. 3,500. Yes, very good to know how old you are. Yeah, 3,597 years. Okay. Because Foster's like 300, right? Yeah, so he's more than 10 times her age. But she's right though. It's like, why should she come for me? I'm much harder. You don't have to take the bullet for me, babe. I am really, really hard. I can take it. Oh yeah, that's the Foss. But it couldn't work. It's always like, wait, where's the Foss go? Okay, so it's two different portions. Yeah. That's a little weird. Yeah, this lady. Yeah, I was thinking that. It's not her. Yeah. Yeah, this the butter. Yeah, this one is really fast. She's. Was it her? I'm confused now. Okay, I'm confused now. Was it okay? That's okay. It's her. Sorry, it's her. Of course. She left Rutil and okay, she started chasing her out. Okay, no, I get it. I was like, what? Yellow. Yeah, so weird how they make her have this kind of. Yeah, she's faster than Yellow now. It's like, what? Hi. Hey, she's faster than me. No, this is Sean and Battle Anime. I can't even see her movement. Because she can't stop running, yeah. I like it, yeah, they can have the color, the fade there, it's great. I stop you this time, babe. Come here. Then you probably die for us, because it's much harder, right? Yeah, you probably get crushed if you run into the diamond wall. It sounds like she probably would just break herself, because she's so much harder. Okay, very nice scene. See, she's old and wise. Yeah, she's like, no problem. What? Did she just crack her? These animes, she's like, oh, I put you on a rock. She died. I was like, what? Yeah, she was so weak she couldn't run before. Now she can run finally. My full potential! Finally, girls, I can fight! Yes, finally I can fight! Post episode. Yeah. And she's probably gonna die, right? That's gonna be super sad, probably. No, this is a super post. Yeah, this is like turnaround. Oh, it's gonna be yeah, because Circle got injured, right? So okay, it's gonna be Yellow and Foss as a new teammates. I'm younger and spunkier. Yeah, the only one's younger than her. Obsidian. Okay, she's the weapon creator. Because she's the weaponsmith you have. Obsidian. Foss gets the first weapon! Oh! I'm finally grown up! She can't carry it, it's too heavy! Oh god, this anime is comedy! It's comedy, this anime! It's a weird comedy, but it's so fun. It's hard to explain, right? It's slapstick, it's kind of weird character. It's hard to explain in comedy, but it's freaking awesome. That's good, Foss. Fight! Gambate! This is a really, like, yeah, positive episode. Foss gonna finally stand up. I love everyone. Yeah, I knew it. She's like, I love you guys. You're my best friends. I love you. Oh, the help sensei. The honest girl. 「 Oh, hello, can I be your partner now? Yeah, you seem weak. Yeah, she's fast. Yeah, you can be a lookout. You can run around and like scout or something for us. Yeah, this is the most positive episode ever in this anime. This is finally the main character gets some credit. Finally she gets a job and people don't hate her. Okay. Yeah, finally! You tell her about the flesh people. Tell her about the... In the sense they know the story with like the Lunarians or like the moon and... Okay, that could be it. You can't remember. That could be it. You can't remember it. You can't remember it. Oh, okay. That's good. I thought it was a little lame last week. You didn't talk about it, but okay. She can't remember nothing that happened. Okay. So she doesn't know anything about here we go. Humans. What are these humans? Ningen? Yeah. Since this broke the table, it's like... Is Sensei human? Because he's super old, right? He's something weird, right? Like, what is he? What is him? Right? What metal is he? Yeah, it's like... But at least Sensei heard the word human or Ningen before, yeah. So he knows how human is probably. Yeah, he knows something at least. Sure. Yellow diamond. Yeah, I mean it's the same. It's carbon. Thank you. Cut the screen. I know what. That's what I'm here for. I am fast. Look at me. Oh, laugh us. Yeah, I guess she's fast now, but she's pretty useless. She's pretty bad everywhere else, I think. It's like, yeah, but what can I do with her else than running? Did she split or something? What's happening now? Yeah, what is this Yuri stuff's happening now here? Okay, so they're twins. Yeah, here it is. So twin crystal doesn't trap. Okay. 84, 83 probably. Okay. Sorry, I was kind of wrong. Can I please change team? Okay. So they have twins. Okay, so they have twins. She can barely carry the lightest sword. Not much of a Kenshin, is she? And I just leave it to sword now. So doing the content again, Junior in con there. Like, I spend a lot of time with my weapon. That's why I master it. I realize now that she's probably gonna forget about Cinnabar, right? And it's gonna be probably really sad. She's probably gonna forget about her friends eventually, right? And it's gonna be super, super sad. And the speaking. How do you know that? It's like 11.4% chance to see Lunarians. It's like based on what? The weather or something? They don't come when it's raining. It's like, what? I like it. It's super serious. Wasn't like my first time. I'm gonna work hard. False polite though. He's super happy here. Finally get to do something. Oh, this is so cute. Butterflies! I like it. Oh, a jellyfish. This could trigger something. Interesting, a jellyfish. They could trigger her memory, right? She could be like, wait, jellyfishes? Stuff in the water? Yeah. And of course, they're gonna be billionaires coming now, right? Okay. But it has to be something, right? It can't just be that he's standing here and being... No, she's bored instead. No, she's like, wait, this is boring. I don't want to be some kind of... She's exhausted trying to swing a blade or something. Quack Doctor! I love this time. Quack Doctor! You don't even care about me, you don't even try! Oh, that was great. White powder flowers, okay. That is too much! Collecting flowers and like looking around. You realize how useless it's been for 300 years from seeing this thing. Yeah, she's like, what? Do 2 things at once? Like, how? Yeah, okay, I was like, where are they? Yeah, she can't collect flowers because she's so, or seeds, because she's so afraid all the time of being attacked. Yeah. And then she's exhausted. Oh god, she's so bad at this. But she's making it not go smooth. She's like, oh god, this job is so hard. Like, you don't even do anything. It's like, oh my god, you're just completely nervous all the time. I'm guessing they're being attacked, yeah. For sure, right? They're the blades. She's like, yeah, let's practice blade swinging. But, so they crack the sky. So I guess they're teleporting from the moon then, right? Yeah, they don't really like fly there. They more like they crack the... That's kind of how it seems at least. Maybe they are flying down there. I don't know. It felt more like they are kind of like... Yeah, kind of creating a hole in some kind of space-time, whatever, right? And always looking super freaky. The Lunarians. Whoa! Okay, what's this thing? Something huge. Yeah, I mean, you have some other bigger ones, but this is something different. This looks way bigger. It looks way bigger than they usually are. The head there, right? Yeah. This one looks bigger. I was just like, what is this? And again, very like Buddhistic, Hinduistic kind of feel to it, right? Southeast Asian aesthetics to it. Yeah, there's something different here. A flower? Yeah, this is definitely something different. Of course you're gonna die now. Don't underestimate. Oh, it's the graphs here. This looks super rough and weird. It's like a Venus flytrap, right? Yeah. The hands together too. Come on, Foss, you gotta fight or something. See, I knew it had to be something kind of sadness. It couldn't just be a happy episode. It had to be some kind of sadness here. And she is useless. This had to happen, right? It had to be one of these. Of course. But there's some advanced new stuff there, yeah, like some kind of weird fly trap. Okay. They might not die here because Bort can save them. I thought it was gonna be too late. I thought it was gonna be too late. Yeah. Foss is not ready for battle. She's gonna... I don't know why Foss always gets the blame though. It's like, how is that Foss' fault? I mean, okay, she's useless, but she doesn't... Why does she always hate Foss? Come on, Bort. You hate Foss way too much. Way too much, man. How is it always Foss' fault, though? It's like, okay, Foss didn't do anything, but, I mean... Yeah, I don't... I mean, okay, I'm getting... I also would blame Foss just being like, couldn't you just go and run for help and so on? Like, while Amnesty 1 and 2, to the 3 and 83, you call it, whatever, when they were fighting, right, she could have, of course, run to get some help, and that, of course, would maybe have, you know, helped them faster. So, sure, I mean, Foss didn't do anything good, and she might have saved your lives if she went to get Sensei Bort and so on, and Daya, stuff like that, faster, right? But it still is like, really, though, it isn't her fault though they got killed, right, or attacked, or that they can't die. But so it's always a lot of hate on poor Foss. Always a lot of hate on poor Foss. But that being said, though, I mean, obviously you cannot blame Foss for this, but I would say the last scene there, or the last defeat there, was much more about Amnesty 1 and 2 underestimating Pond, right, or I guess more overestimating themselves. They're like, look at this Foss, we just killed her, yeah, and then turn into this Venus flytrap behind them, and they're like, yeah, we're the best, you know, yeah, backstab. So, I think that's the main thing. Here, anyway, preview, it's snowing, a lot of snowing, okay, and Foss is like, I don't know, trading out in the snow or something. Hibernation, okay, interesting, I like it, it's like kind of, you know, like, scenery change, I would say, yeah. Scenery change. Very interesting, very interesting. Okay, anyway. Let's do the review. The review right away here. So yeah, review, House no Kuni, episode 6. Very much different episode, right, than early episodes, which I kind of expected. I kind of expected this to be like this. There would be a way happier episode. And then of course it's like, we can't have happiness. Yeah, of course in the end it's like, no happiness for you, no happiness for you. Of course that's how it ends, but I think generally this episode is kind of what I expect in that sense, that it will be way more light-hearted, more, you know, comedy, but also in the sense that Foss as a character would go more from being, okay, you know, life sucks, this is bad, and so on, and it would go more in from that into more positive side, right? Because Foss hasn't really managed to do anything yet, and we kind of have the hero going down and down and down, and to make a story, I would say good and progression good, right? You have to have the hero also have a spike zone whereas you will just be kind of probably bored of it if the hero always has it bad. If the hero is just bad, then it'll be boring. And of course, if the hero has it good suddenly and then bad again, that effect is a little more stronger and more new and more impactful. But I think in generally, the episode tone, though, even though they kind of died, or maybe they died, but because they didn't get captured, he got crushed, right? Even though it happened in the end there, I don't feel like it was a very tragic episode, right? I mean, that scene, of course, was tragic, but I think it's more like, it's more about the general tones that the last 3-4 minutes were a comedic hero. See it from hero, yeah, that's a good word. See it from hero, the hero being like, okay, I'm fast now, I'm strong now, I'm trying to get to my work now, yeah. So I think that was very, it was a great episode that sounds very different from other episodes. I mean, it's just general, how people treated her. Because almost the early episodes, even though it wasn't like that negative, episode 5 and so on, we would see people saying, oh, Foss, she's bad. Now it's like, oh, Foss is really fast now. Maybe we can actually use her now. So that was great. The episode got a little feel. So that was really awesome. That being said, though, it's like, oh god, Foss, you're so bad. You're so useless, Foss. It's kind of how it is, right? Kind of, you know, one of the weakest main characters ever. In a really interesting way to watch a story with that, because it's really like, oh, I have to watch around me and pick seeds. That's a lot of work. Yeah, it's like a lot of work doing 2 things at once. You know, she's very, very limited, right? She's been like sheltered. She's the youngest of them, the weakest person on in their like race, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna have her inside, look at like berries or something. She clearly hasn't been doing much for her lifetime, right? She's the most like sheltered little girl they have. And it's like, what? I have to do this thing? And of course, when she's lying there, like, oh, whatever, it's too easy, this thing, just low the ground, of course they will get in and get killed. But yeah, that was good. Definitely an interesting perspective there. And her speech was great. She was like, I want to help everyone, I love Sensei, I love you all. And so on. So, let's talk about the humans. What's it much to say about that? Unfortunately, I mean, I'm always a, you know, you watch the show, you want to get the mystery, not really solved, but you want more hints and so on, so you can make an adequate guess. So I don't think that was very like lead anywhere. But what the guy was is that Sensei at least he knows something about humans, yeah. I mean, and well, we know kind of, if it's true or not, but we know that humans of course split for some reason into the soul, the bone, and the flesh, right? And he doesn't necessarily know that part. But Sensei probably knows that humans existed on the planet years back, right? And we also heard the Yellow Diamond is the oldest one, which was great. We heard that it was 3,500 and was 98, 78 something like that years. So Sensei is probably he's older than that, right? So humans existed for quite a while back. Humans existed, and you know, I'm thinking that Sensei might be a human. Obviously not human anymore, but you know, he's like 5,000 years old. He could have been a human that was, for some reason, he transformed into a bone person or something. He might be the experiment, you know, doing experiment, whatever, how it happened. And he might be a last surviving human or something like that. It's a possibility, right? He looks more human, and he's not actually any of the different the bone things. The other one's like diamond, so he's just like a person, right, with powers. So that's kind of reasonable. Some theory on that list. Yellow Diamond. I like the hair thing, but I was a little confused about it. I was like almost 2 different persons when she was running. And I guess she was illustrated, she was the fastest one. And then Foss, of course, was like, I'm faster now! So that was great. You can't stop me! And every time Foss was like, oh, we gotta go. Whoa, I'm faster than them! that was great, yeah. I'm really fast, but I can't stop. Yeah, that was funny. I mean, it's a funny episode. Twin things, though. I wonder if there are more twins. Did you imagine that twins can't crack each other? They could be the other twins anyway, though, but there also might be more twins, right? They do the similar thing. Was it more? I don't know. Yeah, the twin thing. I'm thinking about those characters. They were very, very like, oh, everything is easy so on. So they were definitely. I would say, as I mentioned earlier, I would say that they kind of lost because they overestimated themselves, right, a lot. Not necessarily against enemies, which is kind of annoying because they even said, oh, this is a kind of unique special enemy. Then they turn their backs and like, yeah, look at us first, so then they get killed. Like, yeah, not the best teachers how to do stuff. So anyway, the last part then, of course, is Bart. Mentioned in my kind of last outburst of the reaction to it. It's very like, wow, why do they all hate Foss so much? Why do they always blame Foss? What could she do? But I think it was a good scene because Foss has wanted to do battles since she was, I guess, for 100 years. They never strong enough, or she finally gets out there, and when it actually is finally a battle, she just freezes out of fear and lets her friends die. Right? So obviously it's like a that last scene is very impactful in that sense. But I think they saved them. My interpretation was they actually survived, right? So it wasn't actually that bad for them. So I think it was more about Foss being like, right, I am this weak. So this hopefully makes her stronger. And we see it in the preview, she's training out in the snow. So it probably makes me, I have to, learn martial arts, I have to learn Kenjutsu, I have to go out and actually become a better fighter, and then I can do in the streets because I have to be able to help my sisters and so on. I think that's gonna be a part of it, some kind of result for her. I think that was mainly the issue for her. Right? She was like, wait, I'm this weak actually, I can't actually do anything. So that was really good actually. Again, not as tragic at all compared to last episode. Last episode was very, very tragic. It was more like a good introspectual, like, wow, I'm actually this weak. But yeah, overall I think it was a really good episode. But I think the last scene, I think they survived. And I want to emphasize again that I think the sad part was more like not seeing them dying, in my opinion. It was more like seeing, we follow this main character and we see her like, I'm useless, realizing how bad she is and stuff. I think that was more sad, like that's depressing again there. Like, I am this weak. I think that's the sad part, really. But again, right, as I mentioned at the beginning of this live, I was like, envy and sadness. That is Leonard Rostros. So anyway, hope to see you next week and have a great day.